200, what's up? Rich M, how you doing tonight? Welcome, 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 man. Good to see you guys. Shadow, what's up? Good to see you, man. Happy Friday, Friday, Friday. It's Friday, Friday. Last second, my plans changed. In what way, Shadow? What happened? Thanks, 200. Yeah, this is the one I got from the Boozers. This one's all Papa dotted up. It's the sister ship to the one that Pilot Ryan has. Dana, what's up? Wow, Bill, what's up? Happy Friday. JCB, good to see you guys. Victor, go fuck yourself. I beat you to it. What else is going on? Richard Webb, good to see you, man. Augured in, yay! Good to see you, man. How you doing tonight? Dave's RC Jr. Yeah, that's it. I try, but it's hard to reach around. Mike SSI, what's up? How you doing tonight? So what's everybody doing on a Friday night besides hanging out with Dave Jr.? Let me move my chair over a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, this works. I can read now. The event next week. What event are you going to next week, Victor? Right now, Dana, there's nothing I want. I'm good. The only thing I'll be buying probably in the next, well, like I said, if they put Draco out with a free battery, I'll pull the trigger on that. But other than that, probably not anything till next year. Best of the West. So that's you're out in California, right, Victor? Rockstar, yeah. Well, thanks, man. How you doing, Juno? um, yeah, I'm probably just gonna be buying foam board. I'm gonna start building some flight test planes. Uh, I want to build the P-47 and maybe the Corsair in their Masters series. For you guys that aren't flight test fans or related or watch, they've come out with a whole new design of bigger and more realistic airplanes where the fuselages are not square boxes anymore. They actually peel one side of the paper off and then they roll the foam and make actually roundish fuselages and front cowls that actually have cowl vents, and they have the potential. They look really good when you're done building them, and then if you want to take it to the next level, which is what I'm going to do, and feather fill, sand, and paint, you could make them look like, injected foam airplanes. So that's my next. The two that come to mind the most that I like are the P-47 and the Corsair, and so George Watts, what's up? Good to see you tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go there. I think with my next. Um, okay, 15 in the room, 7 likes. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Just helps me out. Bus driver, the dollar store foam board is good. Yeah, it's still a dollar too. Yeah. So yeah, you can still build a regular flight test plane for $1, and if you buy a couple of boards, you can build a upgraded one. Yeah, yeah, you could fiberglass it too if you want to put some fiberglass cloth on it. Not really needed, I'll be honest with you guys. Once you start painting it, um, thanks, Mickey. Once you start painting the foam board, it really stiffens up. It gets, very, very tough skinned, and it holds up to damage and handling very well. So it makes a whole new airplane out of it, and it seals all the edges. The paper won't try to peel off. Once you put a couple coats of paint on it, it's good. So yeah, you can really make a nice airplane, and the Master Series ones look really good. I don't know if you guys have gone out and looked at that, but check it out. It's much nicer. Yeah, yeah, but 3 cents a board doesn't help me any, Dana. I'd have to spend $10 in gas to go to Walmart to save 3 cents a board. The dollar store is right at the corner here. I can walk to the dollar store and back in less than an hour. So it doesn't make sense to drive 11 miles to go to a Walmart to save 3 cents. So I used to not think that way. I used to drive way out of my way to save 3 cents a gallon on gasoline. And then I realized that all the money I'm saving by driving all the way out here, I'm losing because I'm driving all the way out here. It's not worth it. It's just stupid. Took me a long time to figure that one out. Just not thinking. So yeah, there's no Walmarts close to me. The closest one's 11 miles away, I think. So could order it online, have it delivered. I still got a free gift from Walmart, and I still don't know why, or if it's a mistake. They haven't notified me that it's a mistake yet, so I don't know. But I got a Lego set from Walmart. It says it's some kind of a Lego gift set. I think it's got a calendar in it and a puzzle. And I think that the guy that kidnapped Han Solo, I forget his name. The trooper guy with the helmet. Anyway, it's got a little Lego figurine in it, I think. Just the one. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a gift set. And I don't know if one of you guys sent it to me anonymously or if Walmart screwed up and sent it to me. I don't know. I like it. If it's an anonymous gift from one of you guys, thank you so much. I love it. I haven't opened it yet, just in case I have to send it back. I don't know if it's mine or not yet. So nobody's fessing up to sending it to me. So I'm still waiting to find out. But yeah, it's really cool. Been a big Lego fan for a long time. I just can't afford them. I can't afford them and no place to put them. Now the no place to put them is changing in 10 days, but affordability will depend on what kind of job I get after the garage is up. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, in the meantime, yeah. So what else is going on? Let's see. I guess I told you guys that the excavator I sent back for a refund got sent back to me because they moved and didn't leave a forwarding address. So they just went ahead and gave me my money back anyway, and I got to keep it. So I got a free excavator. It's the wrong one. It's the one where the buttons and everything are all wrong. It doesn't operate like a real one. Yeah, Paul, I think exactly. I'm going to give the excavator to the Toys for Tots event. You know, if that happens, I still haven't heard from Jerry. But if the Toys for Tots event does go off, yeah, that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm gonna donate it for that. Um, I think that would be a nice gift for somebody to have a great time with it. Um, so, did it rain at Null or just at your house, Eric? Because my field's within the same county, and there's days when it's pouring here and it's not raining there, and then just the opposite. A beautiful sunny day here, and I check the map and it's pouring at the flying field. So, I always have to check the weather where I'm going, not where I'm at. Um, yeah, I just bring up the radar and take a good look and see if there's any rain where I'm headed. I don't care if it's raining here. I care whether it's raining there. So, Horizon got 2 flights in today. Is that right? All right, Shadow. Hey, buddy, take care of yourself, man. Get some rest. I'll hold down the fort for you, buddy. Go get some rest. So, Paul, what's up? Good to see you. EQ, good to see you, man. So you still haven't made it to Null. That's too bad, man. I feel bad. You live so damn close. I'm saying. Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's up? Yeah, Jeff. I'll have I sent you an email? Do I have your email address? Of course, you know what? I mean, I can just put it here if you want me to just put it in the. I don't. Everybody knows how to get a hold of me. Uh, you'll text me in the morning. All right, that's fine. Not too early. So is the do I get to pick the colored shirt for my championship shirt? Yeah, what new boat did you order this week? Got a new boat yet, Dana? The orange shirt, Jeff. I want one of your shirts too in orange. I'll pay for that. 2X. 2X. Orange for both. I want one of your Jeff. Uh, one of your flying shirts and the champion shirt, both in orange, and I'll pay you for the shirt. Um, so what else is going on? So this is the just to get you guys up to speed here. This I bought this plane. This was the Boozers plane. And at the last event we were together, which was I think it was the Pilot Ryan event. Maybe it wasn't. Um, no, I think it was. I think I bought this at the Pilot Ryan event. Um, no, I think I bought this before the Pilot Ryan event. The best deals are on Saturday. Cool, Eric. That's cool. Um, Yeah, I think it was the other one. The maybe it was the Toys for Tots event. Um, Wes was trying to sell this one and his HSD Viper, which was the same color scheme as this. And I almost pulled the trigger on that one too. Um, but this one kind of, um, I've always wanted this airplane. This is the Free Wing 90 millimeter Gosh Hawk, and it's got air brakes, slats, flaps, retracts, lights all over it. I think it's a 9-channel, I believe, airplane. 8 or 9, I forget. Um, it's all Papa dotted, and then Wes put some, airbrushing, weathering on it, and this it was just it's kind of a one of a kind, actually two of a kind, because Pilot Ryan has the sister ship to this, the only two that got Papa dotted, um, that I know of, the T-45s that Papa dotted. So I think these are the only two, and I've wanted this plane forever. And when it first came out with this plane, it was like 469, 489. Now it's over $600, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, this thing has gone up in price so much. It's unbelievable. So I was happy to get it. I have not flown it. Um, and only because if something, I'm not going to fly it. It's got an old JR receiver in it, which was Spectrum, and I bound it to my radio so I could play with the flaps and the slats and put the gear up and down and all that. But I was does the ejection seat work? I know he's got the HUD works. He's got the HUD lit. I don't think the ejection seat works. Not on this one. The ejection seat works on my A10, my LX A10. The ejection seat works, but I don't think it works on this one. Um, but yeah, I've really wanted one of these forever, and Wes was the price he was selling it for, there were two guys tented right next to me that were beating him up on the price, and they beat him down so low, and he was like ready to pull the trigger or let them pull the trigger at a cheaper, and I said no, that's not happening. So I gave him what he wanted. Um, I told him, Wes, I'll buy it at that price. So which that took them out of the mix, because they were killing them. I mean, it was gonna be less than $300, and I just couldn't let it go for that cheap. So I stepped in and stole it. I just told them, no, we're not going there. I'll at that price, Wes, I'll take it. So it came with the receiver and everything. It's got a 10-channel JR receiver, which is Spectrum. That's Spectrum came from JR. So it's got the 10-channel JR receiver in it. I won't fly it on it. I'm not going to trust it for this plane. But and that's why I haven't flown it yet, because I just haven't had time or the receiver to put in the plane. I do have a receiver now, but I just haven't had time to fool with it. Yeah, Matt was gonna trade for it. What were you trading for it? I forget. Nate, what's up? You were gonna trade one of your planes for it. What was it? I forget now. Oh, you got an ejection seat on your LX MiG 29? Do you really? Oh, that's cool. Guys, the ejection seat's kind of hokey, but it does get the pilot out of the plane and on a chute. So it's not what you think. The seat's not like powered and blows out of the plane, but it accomplishes the same thing in a weird way. Yeah, Juno, I promise you weren't getting this airplane for $250. You know, there's no, unless it was just a bare bones kit, no servos, no landing gear. I've seen one on Banggood. It's not this. It's a Hawk. But this is the free wing, 90 millimeter Hawk, and that's not the one Banggood has. You're only here for the Zoom link. Well, why don't you go ahead and put it up now, and then everybody can leave. Yeah, I'm sorry, you can leave. Just go ahead and put the Zoom link up and get the hell out of here. Charles McDaniel, good to see you, man. Welcome back to the show. Good to see you. Spencer. So yeah, so that's how I finally got my hand, because I wasn't gonna be able to get one of these. It's too expensive. You know, once the price went over $600, I was like, okay, well that's it for me. I'll never own one of those airplanes. And then the boozer was selling this thing super cheap, and okay, this is my only chance to get one. I'm gonna get it, so I did, and I'm really glad I have it. Like, even if I never fly it, I'll be happy just to have it, because these air brakes back here work, and the right back here, there's two big air brake doors that open. The slats on the leading edge of the wing open. The flaps work. There's lights everywhere. Of course, the landing gear. It's a full functional. It's at least 8-channel. Because I know the 6 normal, the 7 would be the slats, 8 would be the speed brakes, and then I don't know if there's a 9th. I can't remember if there's a 9th or not. But yeah, it's a really cool airplane. I'm just here to see James show up on yeah. Well, he'll only show his face if I say something negative about motion, which I'm not going to do. So he might be out there lurking, but he won't come in unless I say something bad about motion, and then he'll come in to try to defend it. So I'm over that. So they just came out with a V2 of this one, and it's lighter? No kidding. Did they put a different motor in it too? This probably is old enough that it doesn't have an in-runner in it. Can't tell for certain if it does or not. Can't see in there very well. But yeah, I love the Goshawk. I love this paint scheme on the Goshawk. The Navy trainer scheme. I'm just a big fan of this scheme. I have, my T28s. I have 3 T28s this color. 3 or 4. Hang on a minute. 2, 3. Yeah, I think 3. Yeah, I have 3 T28s this color scheme, and then this. I just love this color scheme. I wish I'd had the money to buy the Viper jet that he had there too. I would have loved to have had that. you know, the HST Viper, because that's the 105 millimeter fan, I think. Yeah, the new one's a 9-blade 1900 Inrunner. Yep. Yeah, this one's all weathered. It's all Papa dotted and weathered. You know, so it's got every rivet line. You know, it's got rivets all over it. You know, made up rivets. The plane didn't have rivets on it. You know, Papa just painted them on. You know, he Papa dotted it, and there's a bazillion rivets on it. Um, I mean, there's even rivets. It's got foam hinges on the elevator. Okay, and there's also the T hinges are also backing up the foam hinge, but he Papa dotted inside the hinge. So if you fold the elevator down, there's a on the leading edge of the horizontal stabilizer inside the 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 hinge line is a row of dots there, and then there's 2 rows of dots on the 45 portion of the uh, elevator surface itself. You know, in the seam, there's 2 rows of rivets there, and then another row of rivets on top of the elevator, past the full, you know, the cut line, and then all the way around the elevator. So, Christ, there's probably 200 rivets just on the elevator. The one half of the elevator probably has 200 rivets on it. So 9% weight reduction. Oh, that's not bad. Aerofoam T45. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that a bigger jet than this one? Smaller? Which one is that, David? And welcome, David. Good to see you. Don, hey, what's up? Good to see you, man. Michael Bear, what's up? Good to see you, man. We were just talking about flight test planes and how you know, Dana asked me what's the next plane on my list. I said foam board. I'm going to be building some flight test planes. So, are you taking the plans down to like Instaprint or one of those places and blowing the thing up the 140? Or are you doing it on your printer at home? How are you doing that, Michael? How are you blowing the prints up to 140%? Oh, I got you, David. Who sells that one? The Aerofoam. Where do you get that? Is that what those are from Banana Hobbies? The ones Richer advertising? You go to Kinko's. Gotcha. Okay. What do they charge you to do that? Yeah, Banana Hobbies. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's why I asked, Dana. I think Kinko's is pretty expensive about doing that. That's why I was asking Michael how much they charge him to blow that thing up. Well, don't you need all of it, Michael? If you're going to have it printed, right? You got to print all of it, don't you? Yeah, $15 isn't bad. I could handle that. I was thinking it was in the $30-$40 range. God, I don't even know where there's a Kinko's around here anymore. It's a good question. I'm gonna look. Man, I haven't seen a Kinko's in years, so I'm not sure where there is one. I think my UPS store has a printer though. I could probably get it printed there. They do signs, vinyl signs, those stand up flags. Like RC Informer has. Um, they do those there. Holy crap! I don't know why that took me to that. It's kind of weird. It's taking me to a FedEx on-site shipping, and they're still open. They're open till 10. Wow, it's right up the street. I mean, literally right up the corner here. Um, must be the Dollar General. This is another one right down the street the other way. Yeah, so Dollar General must be a FedEx on-site place, so they can't do printing there. I know they don't have printers like that at the FedEx. I don't know why it's taking me to that. I'm looking for Kinko's, and they're sending me to basically a Dollar General store. So I don't know what's up with that. Let me back up. I missed a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you only need one wing um, printed, and you don't need the instructions. Yeah, so yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. So I guess you could cut it down to a smaller size and get it cheaper. Oh, no kidding. So Kinko's is no more. It's all FedEx. Huh. Okay. Well, the FedEx places they're showing me are Dollar General stores. Um, because there's two Dollar Generals one right here at the corner and one right down the street here, and that's exactly where they're showing these two FedEx places. And I know there's nothing else in either one of those locations. So, well, I take that back. There could be something here, but um, I know back down that way there's nothing for sure. The only thing down there is a Dollar General store. So these two buttons here are both exact locations for Dollar General stores. So I'm assuming Well, no, this is actually showing, that's the Walgreens. That's interesting. And then the one down here, what's this one? I don't know why they're showing the Walgreens. I guess I could take it to Staples. They have a big print department. That's where I used to have my club newsletter printed, was at Staples. They were pretty cheap, actually. Yeah, so that's definitely the Dollar General store. So that's weird. I don't know what's going on with that. That's really strange. All right, guys, I'll be right back with you here. I'm getting caught up. Just gotta see what I missed here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Michael. Can't wait for the Zoom. I wanna see your scout. Quinn, what's up? Are you out already? All right, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. It's good to see you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Staples. I know where there's a Staples still up by me here, so I can go get Staples to print it. Wild Bill, that's funny. Thought about being a real pilot, but too many ups and downs. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I always wanted to be a real pilot. A commercial pilot, but I just didn't have the money for the flight uh, lessons and everything. And now, Christ, and it was cheap back in the day when I was thinking about doing it. Um, it's unbelievably expensive now. Holy crap! So yeah, I don't know how anybody. Um, yeah, there's an Office Max close by here. I've never used them. Boss 223, what's up? Good to see you tonight. Okay, I'm caught back up. Michael just hates my Jeeps. How about an excavator? Should I put an excavator up here on the table? Would that be better to look at than the Jeeps or the T45? That's funny, Michael. He just hates my Jeeps. Wait till I put the video up of it running. You're going to be pissing yourself laughing. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. So, and I just learned something at the field last weekend. My buddy Lewis, who has the original Wild Willie, not the littler one that I have. He says he also had the Honda, um, something Honda. It looks like a Honda Civic. It's the exact same chassis as the, and it still is. They make it. They're still making it in it's the exact same chassis as my Wild Willie. So you can get a little Honda Sport Coupe that looks like, that does wheelies too. It's the same exact chassis. So I never knew that. I knew they made that car. I didn't know it was a wheelie machine. I just thought it was a, little Honda, you know, on-road car. I didn't know it was the wheelie machine. So that cracked me up. I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right, Michael, and thank you for putting that out there. That, these are flying machines. They fly through the air exactly like the real ones. All the flight characteristics are the same. Aerodynamics are the same. Gravity is always on. Air pressure is there. It has to perform exactly like the real thing, or it won't fly. And and that's the big difference between, um, well, and that's the similarities between the two. The difference is, in a real plane, your butt's in the seat. This one, you have to feel the airplane from your eyes and the feel of the sticks, because your butt's not in the seat, so you're not getting any of that feedback. So yeah, you have no instruments. You don't know what your airspeed is. You don't know what your altimeter is. You don't know any of that. You're literally, you know just flying by your eyesight, which makes this a challenge for sure. Um, so yeah, it's they're just very cool, and that's what got me so excited about. Yeah, yeah, they're both the real thing. Exactly. They're just the full scale. You sit in it, and the models you don't sit in it, but it's still the real thing. It needs all the exact same things the real one needs to fly. So weight and balance makes a difference. It cracks me up how many people don't realize. They're flying their jet, for instance. Especially happens a lot at my field, and they're trying to put the landing gear up or down, and it won't work. Well, but you're overspeeding the air, the landing gear, just like the real thing. They have limits of how fast you can go, before you're allowed to cycle the gear down or up or whatever. You can't exceed those limits. And you can't on the models either. If your landing gear's not going up correctly, it's because you're going too fast. I'm telling you right now, and people are amazed. I tell them, listen, put the flaps down, slow it down. And they do. I says, okay, now cycle the gear. And the gear goes up. Wow. Why did it do that? Because air pressure's pushing on the landing gear. It's flying through the air just like the real thing. You can't overspeed the landing gear. It's just, it won't work. So it happens all the time. People, they can't figure that out. They just, they can't figure out why they can't get their gear to go up and down. It works perfect on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder why. Oh, Michael, stop giving me crap about my verbiage. We all know what we're talking about here. you know, it's Coke Zero, right? no, no, this is Diet Dr Pepper. Oh yeah, Bill. We've got a lot of those pilots at my field for sure. That just can't do it. No matter how hard you try, they just can't do it. I don't know if it's a mental block. They just can't believe that they can do it. Um, yeah, Raymond. I've flown one of these, but I didn't. I haven't flown this one. Since I bought it, I haven't had the chance to fly it. Um, but that's probably going to change. I don't know. My problem with this particular one is it can't be replaced. This one's all custom painted, Papa dotted, and weathered and everything. And if I crash it for whatever reason, I can't replace it. So this one may be a hangar queen its entire life. I don't know. If I fly it, I won't fly it very much. It'll get flown maybe once in a while, but it's not going to be a daily flyer. I have a few airplanes that are like that. That I can't replace them, so they're renegated to or relegated to. Um, I've been teaching a guy since April, almost every week. He's a real doorknob. But how about a bookend? How about a cinder block? Yeah, yeah. There's guys that don't want to listen. Um, they're listening to the wrong people. You're trying to teach them how to fly, and they're listening to the guy that at my field that crashes all the time. He thinks he's the teacher out there, and he tries to teach everybody. And I'm like, why are people following this guy's advice? He crashes everything he flies. So why would you listen to that guy? you know. And then I'll be sitting in a chair doing touch and goes around the helicopter pad on one wheel, and they come down and they say, "Man, how do you do that? I can't. Man, I don't even understand how you could possibly be sitting down and doing that kind of." And I said, "Well, go back and listen to the guy over there, and you'll never fly like this." I just like, keep listening to him. He's got all the answers over there. Yeah, Dana, that's true. Yeah, yeah, they fly better out of the box for sure. You got to definitely get them out of the box. Um, they look better too, out of the box. Like this, for instance. See, wouldn't you like to have this sitting on your kitchen table instead of all apart in the box closed? You can't even look at it. This is display quality here, man. This is going to be when the garage is done. This plane's going to be sitting on the coffee table. This plane's going to be on display, man. This one's not going to be, in a rack someplace. And this is one of the ones that's going to be out and on display. I'm not sure if I'll have it hanging on the wall like Marshall has his, or if it'll be sitting on my coffee table, right in front of the television. I'm not sure where I'll have it, but this is one of the ones for sure that'll be on display. Yeah, I'm the same way, boss. I mean, well, usually. I mean, one day Crash, and that's what we've referred to him as, was out there trying to take off a P-47, the same one I have, and it just kept nosing over, nosing over, and I was standing right next to him, and he couldn't get it in the air, and I just looked at him and I said, "Put it in high rates. You don't have enough elevator authority to keep the tail on the ground, because instead of dumbing down your thumbs, you're dumbing down the airplane. You don't have enough elevator authority to keep the tail down. So put it in high rates and try it." So he did, and it took right off. Oh, wow. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. You know, I don't know, and he's been flying for like 5 years there now. So in 5 years, he hasn't learned anything. Literally nothing. Yeah, Paul. Exactly. Hey, welcome to the show, Paul. Yeah, I got planes on the kitchen table, on the dining room table, on the coffee table. They're everywhere. I got a big box on my love seat, and there's two planes. No, there's three planes. Yeah, there's three planes on the love seat on top of the box. Yeah, that's why the garage, guys, because there's airplanes in every part of my house. There's two planes in the kitchen, on the top of the spice rack, or the baker's rack. Um, my Viper's up there. Is that what's up? Yeah, the Viper's up there, and the Corsair that I just painted the green stripe on is on top of the spice rack in the kitchen. Um, BD Tennessee, what's up? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I do the same thing, Michael. That's funny that you say that. I always bring them out. I say, grab a chair, come with me, and we go out and we sit down. I get them comfortable. I get them relaxed. I want them not to be nervous. And then I'll put now I use my Night Timber X as the trainer, and with the safe on, half flaps and half throttle, the plane flies itself. You can set the transmitter on the ground, and it'll just do a big wide circle around the field all by itself. You don't even have to touch it, and it'll land itself. If you cut the throttle, it'll just come in and land. So super easy to teach them to fly, because all they got to do is, and it's hard to do, but just keep it out in front of us. Just don't let it get behind us. Just keep it out in front of us. You got 40 acres out there to fly in. No trees. Just the trees are back here, so don't go back here. Just stay out in the 40 acres that's out here clear, and just fly it around. You know, and then the second flight, I actually have them fly a pattern. I have no idea what motor's in this, BD. I bought this used. It's pretty old. It's an older version, so I don't know what motor KV or anything about this plane. I know there's guys in here. Probably Matt knows what the old, because this plane's probably at least 4 years old, I would say. Yeah, maybe not quite that. Maybe 2 or 3 years old. I've had it for a year, I think. So maybe a 2 or 3 year old version of this. So I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a great. With the safe on, it's a great plane to train with, and you can get them off the safe quick on that plane too, because it's a very stable platform. So you can kick the safe off quickly and get them flying. As long as they come out and want to fly. The one guy was trying to train. Something happened. I don't know what. He won't tell me. He's not talking to me. I don't know what happened, but he never comes to the field anymore to fly. And he must have tried to fly something when I wasn't around. Something that didn't have safe in it. Crashed it. And now he's bummed. And, he won't get back on the horse. So, there's nothing I can do. I mean, I tried to help him. I've asked him over and over again, what's wrong? What happened? Are you going to bring a plane out to fly ever again? And he just keeps changing the subject. He diverts the attention somewhere else. And so I don't know. Probably less than 1750 Outrunner. Yeah. Okay, Matt. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I know Wes said the flight time is terrible. He was getting like 2.5 minutes. Yeah, it's a small block Chevy, exactly. They put that in everything. I know when I first flew my F-22, the first flight on my F-22 was like, and my Yak 130. Both of those are 90 millimeter, and first flight on both of those was like 4 minutes, and I was so bummed. I was like, oh man. What the heck was that? But I've learned over the years flying them, I can get 6 minutes out of them by throttling it back, even more than I thought. On a calm day, if the winds are calm, you can really throttle the plane back and it'll perform well. If the winds are high, you got to throttle it up because into the wind, the thing will stall. I mean, it'll, it just doesn't have enough power to push through the headwind, and or you go downwind you turn downwind and you don't have enough airspeed to keep it in the air. The wind coming over the tail is faster than the plane's moving at that moment, and boom, all of a sudden you're in a stall, and it'll fall out of the sky. So um, on windy days, I try not to fly those particular ones unless we're doing something particular, and then I just have to remember to fly it faster. It's going to be it's going to be a shorter flight time, but I got to fly it faster because it won't fly at those slow speeds. Well, I didn't crash either one of them, but I had bad landings with both of them. They were gonna crash. I saved them at the last second and put them flat in the grass. Just to plop in the grass, and very minor damage. Nothing major. So I was lucky to save both of them, and I learned my lesson. Don't fly it that slow. When it's windy, don't fly it that slow. Yeah, Paul. See, were you trying to fly on your own? If you crashed 100 times, you didn't have an instructor. You were trying to fly something was safe on your own and self-taught. Is that what the problem was? Oh, Jeff, that's hilarious. Yeah, ace in a day, were you? Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, see, none of that was available. I started flying in 1973. There was no such thing as Spectrum. There was no such thing as Safe. There was no gyros. There was nothing. It was this. This is my first radio. Okay? There's nothing, right? No dual rates, no mixing, no expo, no nothing. Okay? But I had a guy standing next to me teaching me to fly. All right, I wasn't out there trying to learn on my own. I had two different pilots that were very wonderful guys that took me under their wing and taught me to fly. One's name was Ed Nabora. He was a famous pylon racer, and the other guy's name was Larry. His last name's escaping me at the moment. But they either let me fly their planes or they taught me to fly with my very first airplane sitting right there. Taught me to fly on my own plane, but they were standing right there. If I got in trouble, they took the radio away from me. And so I never crashed any of my trainer planes. I always came home with a plane. I never crashed any of them. Now, once I started flying on my own, I had crashed a couple. I really didn't crash a lot of planes. Still don't. I mean, I know I crashed a P-51, had to replace it. One of my pylon racers. And I crashed these two Quickie 500s. I didn't crash the one. I had a girlfriend I was trying to impress, and I was letting her fly it. And I let her get too far away, and we lost the signal. and it went in. It took me a couple weeks to find it. I knew where it was. I couldn't get to it. It was a big, gigantic bush, and it was all sticks. I mean, solid twigs all the way to the the stump or uh, the 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 shit. The word's right there, and I can't say it. But it was all leafy on the outside, so you couldn't see in the bush. So I went out there and I'm walking all around the bush looking for the plane. I can't find it. And I said, it's got to be in this bush. So I grabbed a handful of limbs and I pulled the bush wide open. And there it was, way buried. You know, it was at least 12 feet into the bush to get to it. And it was in the bush. Not in one piece either, but I found it. So I took it home, and this is the remnants of it right here. Half of these, one half. And the other one I crashed during a pylon race. And but I kept, you know, the wings were no good, but I kept the two fuselage halves because I knew I could put the two together and make a new airplane out of it. And that's going to happen. Then I just have to build a constant chord wing, very similar to the wing that Jeff just built. The wing that Jeff just built on that plane, it's very similar to that. Just a straight chord, you know, no taper to it, and it's a symmetrical wing airfoil. A little thinner than his. His is pretty thick in the middle. This is a thinner airfoil, but it's a constant airfoil, and it's 500 cubic inches. So or square inches. Yeah, I guess it's square inches. So yeah, it's so I just have to, and I've got the rib. You know, there's only one rib cut out, and you just make a whole bunch of them. So I have the original rib, so I can duplicate the wing. Yeah, F you too, Mickey. So yeah, so that I'll put that back together, and then I have a brand new one in the box, what was called a Scat Cat, which was a hot wire cut foam wing, 500 inches, and you sheet it with balsa wood. It's got sheets of balsa wood in the box, and you're supposed to cover the foam with balsa, and then it's just square fuselage, just like this. And I still have that one. You know, that's 40 some years old, and it's still brand new in the box. I haven't built it yet. So that build's coming up. The Sturman build is coming up. These are the plans for the Sturman right here. So we're gonna build this when I get out in the garage. So I got a build table all set up for this. We're gonna get these plans on the table and start building that. And I'm gonna videotape this. Just like Jeff's been doing, you know, he's been doing the fast forward. I don't think I'll do the fast forward. I'll let you do the fast forward. You know, you can go in YouTube and just click the speed and then increase the speed. So if you want to watch it in fast forward, you can. I don't think I'm going to record it fast forward. I'll just let you guys speed it up if you want to, or just skip ahead, you know. But think first RC was 75. Is that when you started, Michael? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I know, Jeff. That, you know, but hell, my watching the concrete dry were how long? Right? Yours are way more interesting than me watching concrete dry. But like I said, they can speed it up. They can cut. You know, they can fast forward through it. You know, I let that. But it's all there if you want to watch it. It's all there. You know. It's just same thing with the build. You know, when they put the garage up. You know, I'm just going to do it in real time as much as I can get and live, and because I don't want to record it. Um, See, building the airplane, I'll do it in pieces, you know, like you did. I'll work on it for an hour or two or whatever, record that, and upload it. But the garage was, you know, the concrete was a constant feed, and then putting the garage up will be another constant feed. So I'm not going to pre-record that. I'm going to just do it live and let it go to YouTube direct. So I don't have to do any editing or anything. And then again, like I said, you guys can fast forward it or skip ahead at your leisure, whatever part of the garage you want to see. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that with these planes, um, I'm gonna have at least 6, maybe 7 build tables set up in the garage before I start putting cars in there. So I've got projects for every table. You know, I've got this Mirage I want to build. Um, the the Sturman, um, the Scat Cat, the Quickie 500. That's 4 right off the bat. I may put this Cub. I've got this clipped wing Cub that's 75% built. So I may put that on there and start with that too. Um, yeah, exactly, Eric. Build it and they will come. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. You know, women ruined my RC life. You know, I really backed off the planes when I started dating girls. It was the biggest mistake of my life. I've never had uh, a woman in my life that was more fun, more satisfying than my RC airplanes. So, and I've had good women in my life. Trust me, you know, I've had some very good women in my life. But given the choice, having had both, I'd still much rather have the airplanes. Um, yeah, Michael, I'm sure speeding up my concrete it didn't help. But you can skip ahead. I know that helped. uh, oh, no kidding. Yeah, so you just the Sig 4-star kits. All you do is open the box, pour in the glue, shake, and drop it on the table, and it's all done. Perfect, man. That's my kind of airplane. Yeah, where do I get one of those? Yeah, the concrete truck stuck in the mud was a lot of fun at my place here. Yeah, that's got to be, like I said, one day I may actually cut that little segment of the truck stuck, put it in super fast speed, and put the Benny Hill music to it, and that'll be hilarious. You know, so yeah, the concrete truck stuck was quite the quite the amusing part of the video for sure. So I'm sure the build of the garage will be more exciting than the concrete drying because things are going to be happening. We're not just going to watch concrete dry. They're going to be putting up the framework first, and then I assume, and then they'll start putting the walls and the roof on and all that, and then the last thing will be hanging the doors. So there'll be something to see at least with the garage build. versus the concrete. But hey, you guys wanted to see it. You know, I got so many requests to go live and show the concrete being poured, so I did it. You know, hey, Michael Bird, what's up? So I try to do everything you guys request. Oh, just go back and watch it, Roy. It's out there. The second day. Yeah, it's in the second day video of the concrete. Probably maybe 2 hours into the video is when the truck got stuck. So if you haven't seen that, yeah, go to the second day concrete pour and then fast forward about 2 hours into it, and you can watch the whole truck stuck, how they got it out, all the dumbasses trying to get it out. It was very comical. So yeah, so when the garage goes up, I'm gonna tape as much as I can the first 3 days. Thursday I'll be headed to Birmingham, maybe. The So some new developments have happened, and I may not be able to make it to that event. I'm still trying very hard too, but it's not looking good. So we'll see. I'm going to try my damnedest to make it up there. I really want to go to the event. So, but a couple of things have to happen, and um, no, Roy, I didn't even attempt that. That wasn't going to work. They actually brought another concrete truck. So here's what happens: the guy he left the yard. Now these concrete trucks are um, 6-axle or 6-wheel drive, but I think they have dual tires on the back 2 axles. They have a third axle that they can raise and lower, and then the front axle, and they're all-wheel drive, right? So there's if they've got air pressure to lock in all the hubs, um, it's all-wheel drive. Well, this guy left the yard with a truck that wasn't building any air pressure. So he didn't have all-wheel drive. So he got into my yard, into the grass, and got stuck because only one wheel was trying to pull the concrete truck, and he just started digging holes, and he couldn't lock in the other axles because he didn't have any air pressure. So meanwhile, they called the road service guy to go out, come out and fix the truck. They called another guy with his concrete truck to come tow him out. So that really didn't help. I mean, he got him chained up and pulled him out of that hole, but as soon as they got mowing down the yard farther and he relaxed the chain, he just got stuck again. Without all the wheels pulling, the one tire started spinning and just dug another hole. So I've got these gigantic ruts all over my property from this concrete truck that couldn't go. So he finally left. Well, no, I think he waited till the service guy got there and got his air pressure working so that all the wheels locked. Then he pulled him out of that rut, the second rut, and once he was out of the second rut, he was able to drive the truck. So yeah, exactly, a rookie driver. He wasn't a rookie driver, but he sure looked like one. Because I had a long discussion with him, because a hell of a lot more went on than just that. So after the maintenance guy left, with the truck working, the other truck got him unstuck, and then he left, and then this guy finished up the concrete, and then left, and so it was quite a mess. Yeah, there you go. I like it. Michael, that's a great idea. Call it the Faco. That's perfect. I love that. That's good. Yeah, that's very good. I know there's somebody's already made plans. Have you downloaded those plans, Mike? Have you looked out there for them? I know somebody's got them out there because a couple of Facos are already out flying. Oh, I'm sure you have in your line of business, Roy, for sure. Yeah, yeah. This guy kept making jokes. He says, "Yeah, you'd think I was a rookie at this." Yeah, I guess he's been driving for 9 years for this company, something like that. 19 years, 9 years, or 19 years. Um, but his mistake was leaving the yard with a broken truck. He should have never even left. I wouldn't have left with it. You know, I've got a CDL license. I'm not going out on the road with a broken truck. You know, that just makes me look stupid. I'm not going to do it. So, if the bus is broke or the truck's broke, it's not leaving. You know, my license is on the line here. You know, and that's just not going to happen. And then, twice this happened while I was working at the auto parts stores. They wanted me to be their delivery driver. I said, nope, not happening. Well, why not? I said, because I have a CDL license, and I'm not putting my CDL license at risk for $9 an hour in your little delivery truck. Not going to happen. I can't get an accident on my CDL license, because then if I get a CDL job opportunity, I won't get it because I have an accident. So no, I'm not driving your parts truck. That I didn't get hired to be a driver. So no, I'm not driving. Yeah, they had to add water to it and remix it a little bit, because it wouldn't come down the chute all the way. They were having trouble getting it down the chute. Um, so they added a bunch of water, remixed it for a little bit, and then it poured out okay. And it came out. It looks exactly it's the same as the other stuff. Um, I have some concerns about it, and I did call Ken the uh, the company, the guy that owns the company, and I had him come out and we talked about it, and he looked it all over, and I told him exactly what happened, and I said, and you can go out on YouTube and watch it. It's all out there. And um, oh, you already have plans, okay. Um, so he assured me that the concrete's okay. He said. The guys he had working it, they would have known if it wasn't usable. They would not have done it if it was not usable. Um, oh, so you drive with a. What's on your low boy? What kind of equipment are you usually hauling? It's exhilarating. Yeah. Now, watching it dry was the exhilarating part. Yeah, yeah. So, um, I did see a little when I took the boards down, which is what I've been doing this week. When I took all the former boards down, in that one spot where the truck was first pouring that first bit of the concrete in the side, there's some voids in the concrete. Not big voids and not a lot of voids, but there's some voids in the side, right at the edge where the board was. Yeah, I can always bring out the wee willy. If you guys want to see me play with my willy, I can do that. Oh, you hold the curb machine. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a big ass machine. Yeah, right on. And not the registry you want to be on. We're not talking about somebody's wedding registry. Yeah. So anyway, guys, yeah, I'm so far I'm very happy. They cut it all into 10 by 10 foot squares. They put expansion joints, and in the very middle, I noticed that one of the slabs now, the 10 by 10 slabs, are um, it's raised up maybe a 32nd of an inch higher than the other three. So I don't know if the other three settled more than this one, or if this one's actually raising up a little, but they're just slightly off. Like I said, maybe a 32nd of an inch. It's really nothing, but at the same time, why are they not all staying even? Why is it not you know settling evenly? So that's got me a little. You didn't plan on seeing anyone's Willie tonight? 200. Yeah, wait for it. Oh, cool, Paul. So this whole paving thing is just old news for you. Don't look the banana in the eye. Good advice, Wild Bill. Yeah, boss. That's what I figured. I kind of looked at it that way. Yeah, this is pretty big pour, and yeah, it's probably not going to be perfect. So I didn't worry too much about it. I'm going to have Ken come out and look at it, just to get his, because I'm not sure if with that little bit of voiding on the side there, if the county guy's going to flunk the final inspection over that. Do we need to get a little mix of concrete and fill that in so it looks right, to hide it, or is it going to be okay? Because that's the only spot, just that one spot, that one 10-foot section is the only spot that shows any um, non flush compacted concrete. Just that one spot. And that was the very first part of the second truck that day that got stuck. And the rest of it, that after they watered it, is all packed in nice. So it was just that first getting it off the chute didn't settle in. It didn't pack all the way in. They didn't stomp around in that enough, I guess. Um, yeah, it's on the very side of the board was, right up against the board. There's just a little bit of um, voids, where the concrete's not compacted. It's not full concrete. There's a couple voids in it. They're not cracks. They're just voids where the concrete didn't fill in all the way, and then the rest of it's fine. It was just that one little spot. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Wild Bill. Well, I'm going to have him come out and fix it. I mean, that I paid them a lot of money to do it, so yeah, I'm going to have him come out and look at it. And if he feels it needs to be patched to pass inspection, then he's going to patch it. I'm not going to do it. I could do it. I mean, but I paid a lot of money to this guy. I'm gonna let him do it. So, guys, any minute now, we're gonna get a link to the Zoom, and then we're gonna shut this down. Just preparing you. Uh, if you haven't been to the Zoom, guys, come to the Zoom. Michael's gonna have a show for us. You do not have to participate. You can just lurk. You don't have to have a camera. You don't even have to have sound if you don't want. You'll be able to hear everything that goes on, but you won't be able to say anything, and nobody will be able to see you. But you can certainly come and just, lurk. Or you can join in if you want. And you can join it if you don't have a camera, but you have, a mic. That'll work. You can still talk, just like you're doing now by typing. You just won't be on camera if you don't have a camera. It will still work. So yeah, if you haven't come to the Zoom before, doesn't cost anything. It's a simple download. The link will take you right to the Zoom, and it will automatically ask you if you want to download Zoom, and you just say yes. The only thing they're going to ask you for is an email address, and you're not going to get any spam from it. The only thing I've gotten from that initial is every once in a while, and like maybe twice a year, I get a message from them asking me if they're running a discount on, a paid version of the Zoom, 60% off or whatever, if I would like to, buy the full-blown version. And the only difference is you can host a Zoom session for 40 minutes on the free version that you're going to download tonight. And then you either pass it off to somebody else or it ends. You get kicked out. The Zoom will continue on for everybody else, I think. But I'll get kicked out. I think it automatically will pass to somebody else, and they'll become the host. But if you pay for the version, then you can have unlimited, Zoom sessions for however many hours you want to hold the session for. And I still don't have a paid version. I'm still using the free version. We have enough people with paid versions to keep the hosts going for us, so I really don't need to have a paid version. So yeah, so if you guys want to join in, I invite you to bring it, because it's pretty good. We have a good time. And the difference is everybody's got a camera, so if somebody wants to show off something like Michael's going to do tonight with his latest foam board build, you get to see it. So, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what she said. Tui, what's up? Good to see you, man. Tui will be in the Zoom. So, yeah, Roy, that part probably will be buried in dirt. You're right. But I'm just worried that the inspector's not going to pass the inspection if he sees that void. So, I'm not worried about it for myself personally. I know it's fine. But if the inspector comes and sees it, I guess I could bury the dirt on it before he comes, after they put the building up. So that's an option too. But I'm still going to have Ken come out and look at it. It's not a big deal for him to do a drive-by, come take a quick look, and just give me a, yeah, it's fine, or no, let's patch it just to make sure, or whatever. GB sub buddy? Is that me? Or did GB pop in? Everybody's saying hi to GB. I guess he popped in. I didn't see him. It blew by so fast. I still don't see him. Oh, there he is. Oh, this is his random review. It's got a different icon. How you doing, GB? Yeah, I didn't recognize that. Alabama needs to get in the Zoom. And Jeff's usually in the Zoom. Knocking back the white claws. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, Spencer already made an appearance in here. He says, I'm only here for the Zoom link. I love the way Spencer doesn't pull any punches. He just tells it like it is. I'm not here for the shit show. I'm just here for the Zoom link. Yeah, Spencer is hilarious. And a lot of good guys in here. Keith Christie, what's up? How you doing tonight? Well, Paul, give it a shot tonight. When the Zoom link comes up, it's going to come up any minute. Air Marshal's going to drop, either him or Spencer, one of the two is going to drop the Zoom. Just click on it. Follow the directions. It's simple. And then you can come hang out with us. And if you don't have a camera, you don't need one. If you don't want to talk, you can. If you have a mic, you can mute it, so you don't have to talk if you don't want to. You can just sit and listen. We have a lot of people that are just square boxes with a name in it. You don't even have to put your name on it. You can put some fictitious name, and we won't even know who you are. So yeah, it's you can be as incognito as you want to be and hang out with us. So totally up to you how you want to handle it. Mickey of the BRC. I see Spencer's back. I guess he's still looking for the link. Marshall hasn't dropped it yet, so have you talked to Marshall today, Spencer? Is he back from Pittsburgh? Oh, Michael, it's listen, I've been doing it for 48 years, like just about like you. So I've got a lot of experience to share. you know, so when you've been flying that long, it's I have so many stories to tell. You know, and not just RC related, but a lot of RC related. But a lot of the guys in here are car guys too, and I have a lot of car guy stories. So the big cup I had on the table last night was that was a drag racing trophy I won. So yeah, I just have all kinds of stories and I mean, I've got over 100 airplanes. I can't get them on this table though, so you're going to see a lot of new stuff when the garage gets built because a lot of the stuff I have is too big for this table. So we'll start showing those planes off starting as soon as the garage is built and I get a makeshift uh, uh, studio, for lack of a better word. You know, I got to put lights in there. I got to put some electricity in there, lights in there, and at least build a back wall and put a desk in of some kind. And I have ideas for all that already set up. Yeah, I just throw shit on the table. It's usually just pile of shit. Like tonight. No more band camp stories. No, I was never in band. I was in choir. I wasn't in band. Actually, I was in band in junior high. Um, I played the drums. I was in choir and band, and I still have my drum. I think a snare drum. You know, not a drum set, just a snare drum, and I think I still have that snare drum somewhere. Handicap tennis. Yeah, we have to lower the nets if I play tennis. The nets are too high. No, no, what? It wasn't a flute, Tui. It was a piccolo. How you doing tonight, Christy? A tuba? No. That's Air Marshal. Air Marshal's got the butt for a tuba. There's been more shit up that butt than you can imagine. Did I miss it when you came in? Okay, let me go look. I got it. Now Christy's got me wondering what I missed. Let me go look. All right, see, you weren't in just yet, so let me go down here now. Right there. What? Oh, maybe you were. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were. Spencer is hilarious. Yeah. All right. Let me go back up. All right, what else? Laughing at Miko. Hello, Don. Oh, what's that? No, wasn't that. What? Someone asked me to videotape my concrete drawing. It was Fred, wasn't it? Is that the joke? Oh, you're not going to stay here long enough. You're not going to stay here long enough to get the link, Tui. I probably won't be much longer. I'm surprised. At any minute, Spencer will just put up a link. You know, he'll host it. You know, He's not going to wait for air marshal. He'll just start it himself. So I suspect any second now we're going to get a link from Spence. So Tui, are you getting ready to buy your Carbon ZT-28? They're coming soon. Don't miss out this time. You definitely want to get that airplane. Roach Coach, what's up? How you doing tonight, man? Good to see you. Oh, you like that one, Michael? The Dollar Tree. Well, I'll tell you why I did that. Because you may be being sarcastic, and when I started talking about it in the show earlier, Miko and a couple other guys had no idea that the dollar store sold food. So I was showing them all the different snacks and stuff you can buy for $1, and just all the cool stuff you can get for $1. And I just thought that I'd share a little for you guys that have never been in a dollar store before. And I'm talking about the Dollar Tree. Other dollar stores, Family Dollar, Dollar General, I don't know, there's probably others. Everything in the store is not $1. You know, they have some dollar stuff, but, you know, they're just, you know, sales stores. But everything's not $1. At the Dollar Tree, everything is $1. You know, and we're talking about real glass wine glasses, china, glass cookie jars, beer mugs, real glass, all kinds of stuff. You know, and everything's $1. Betty Crocker pizza cutters, you know, I mean the everything. Hey, I got a bottle of Tide laundry detergent with that. What's that product that that standalone product that it was that Ultra Clean or whatever? So it has that in it. I forget what it was. Yeah, the faker stores like Family Dollar and Dollar Tree. I'm sorry, not Dollar Tree. Dollar General. Yeah, they're not dollar stores. They have a lot of good deals in there, but the Dollar Tree, everything's $1. Um, and that's where I buy my foam board, is at the Dollar Tree, because they have the foam board there for $1. Um, so what was I saying? So anyway, the Tide, it's 6 loads. Yeah, the OxyClean, that's it. Thank you, Richard. Uh, yeah, so a bottle of Tide with OxyClean in it for $1. It does 6 loads. Okay, that's cheaper than I can go to Target and buy the 102 load box of Tide. Only does 102 for $20, 19.39. Okay, I can do 120 loads buying the six load bottles at the dollar store for $20. Do 120 loads. So, you know, so that's a pretty good deal. You know, and it's brand name Tide. It's not, you know, Tide with OxyClean. It's not some off brand name. You can get an off brand name that's a much bigger bottle. You know, it does like 15 loads or something. But you can actually buy brand name Tide detergent. Not the pods. but it's a liquid in a small bottle. It does 6 loads, and it does 6 loads. I mean, I've already done 5 loads. I think I have enough to do 2 more loads, so I think it'll do 7 loads. But I've already done 5 loads out of the one bottle, and so yeah, so even that's cheap. So yeah, I mean, not everything is. There's some deals in there that aren't deals. You know, you can buy it cheaper at Walmart or whatever. Um, but again, if I have to go to Walmart just for that, I might as well buy it at the dollar store because I'm going to spend more money in gas to go to Walmart than to just run up the street to the dollar store. But um, name brand food, you know, you can get Lay's potato chips and TGI Friday potato skins. Um, some other name brand stuff. There's a lot of name brand stuff in there too. Crest toothpaste. You can get a tube of Crest toothpaste for $1. So yeah, they sell everything in there. So yeah, if you haven't been in a Dollar Tree, guys, I absolutely recommend you go in there and, you know, spend about 30 minutes. Walk around, look around. You'll be amazed at what's in there that you would have never thought. These hobby knives that I love are unbelievably sharp for $1. It's black and yellow striped. It comes with a blade in the handle and 2 extra blades in a little plastic container for $1. And it's the sharpest damn box cutter knife I've ever had. You know, one of those slide out ones you can break off the, you know, get a new sharp tip. You know, so it's one of those extenda blades things, and man, that's the sharpest knife I've ever had for $1. You get 3 blades, 1 handle, 3 blades for $1. Yeah, they have really good food there. You know, not everything, you know, but you could definitely live out of the dollar store. You know, eating some tasty food and okay, maybe not so tasty, but you know, keep you alive. Healthier than what are those called? Those Slim Jims. Oh my God. Yeah, healthier than a Slim Jim. Slim Jim will kill you. You bought real Ray-Ban? Oh, Roy-Ban. Yeah, Roy-Ban sunglasses. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can get reading glasses in there for $1. You can get sunglasses in there for $1. Yeah, it's amazing what you can buy there for $1. Betty Crocker everything. If you want something Betty Crocker, you know, cooking utensils, baking pans, you know, everything. Everything's $1. It's amazing. Yeah, I haven't. I did try a couple of hamburgers, a couple of cheeseburgers from the frozen section once. They were edible. I didn't buy them again. You know, they weren't, you know, horrible, but there's definitely better food in the food case than those hamburgers I bought. So, um, but yeah, you can. I mean, literally, they have everything. Yeah, yeah, Dana, real Lay's potato chips. I don't know if I have the tube. I might have one of those tubes out here actually. You know, the ones that look like Pringles. The full size. It's a full size tube. It's the same size, same weight as Walmart, and it's $1. And they usually have. Let's see. They have the cheddar. They have regular. They have cheddar. They have bacon cheddar, and then they have my favorites. The is it sour cream and onion or is it? Yeah, I think it's the sour cream and onion. No, what? It's something else. I forget. Um, Yeah, yeah. The bags, yeah, the bags or the tubes. Yep, yep. They have. Like I say, guys, if you guys haven't checked out the Dollar Tree, and I have to emphasize Dollar Tree because if you go to Dollar General or Family Dollar, there's a lot of more stuff in there that's not a dollar than there is a dollar. Okay, so you'd have to look and sometimes the prices are good, but sometimes not such a great deal. You get a better if you go to Publix on a buy one get one, the BOGOs, you'll get a better deal at Publix. But at the Dollar Tree, everything's a dollar, so you don't have to look for prices. You know, everything in the store is a dollar. Period. So except construction paper. Construction paper's two for a dollar. So that's another reason why I like shopping at Dollar Tree is because I don't have to start looking at try pricing it and then calculating. Is this a good deal or not a good what? Everything in there's a dollar. I don't have to worry. Um, no, we're going to be zooming here in a minute, Owen. So yeah, you're not going to get too many. I don't think you're going to get too many takers tonight. Because most of the guys here, you could try it if you want, but I think most of the people in here are going to go to the Zoom as soon as Marshall or Spencer put the Zoom up. So, and you can come join us in the Zoom. You've been in the Zoom before, haven't you? I think you've been there. Yeah, David Martin Graff, we're ready. Do you have a subscription? Can you host? You just got off the bus from work? Okay. Well, then jump in the Zoom. The link's going to come up any second here. I'm sure somebody's going to put a link up for the Zoom. That's all we're waiting for. I'm going to close the show as soon as the Zoom comes up. So we're just all waiting for the Zoom link. So so you're going to join. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the Zoom. So we need to shut this down. Yeah, hopefully Marshall's had some gummies. Nate, you're so right. He is so much more fun when he's zooming. uh, yeah, he's a blast when he's zooming. So yeah, hopefully he's had a couple gummies tonight. So Owen, are you still working the same job site there, way over by Vancouver, or are you back home working? Okay, so I don't know where that is. Um, is that close to your house, or is that way across Canada? Yeah, that still doesn't help, farmer, because I don't know where you live. I don't know where you live in relationship to the the hot spots You're telling me. I don't live in Canada. I don't know where anything is in Canada. So, it's pretty much just, yeah, it's close to home. No, it's not close to home. That's all I need to hear. All right, Roach. We'll see you later, man. So he's closer to west. Okay, so he's not close to home. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, he's next to the Dollar Tree. Exactly. You know what we need? I'll tell you what we need. We need a 24-hour Dollar Tree. That's what we need. I'm waiting for that. I want a 24-hour Dollar Tree. I would love to be able to go to Dollar Tree in the middle of the night and pick up, some frozen pizza bread or some potato chips or something. Man, would be freaking awesome if they were open all night. Because a thing of potato chips at the Circle K are like $3. I'm not paying $3 for a potato chip fix. I'll just do without. Wow, that's cold. Yeah, holy crap, 33 degrees. Yeah, that's Michael's local hobby shop, the Dollar Tree. He gets all his building supplies there. Hey, they have glue, they have the foam board, they have popsicle sticks, they have everything you need to do. If you want to build a flight test plane, man, the Dollar Tree has everything you need to build anything that Flight Test makes. They have a whole, 100 pack of popsicle sticks for $1. Um, you can get even the large popsicle sticks for $1. I think that's a 50 count though on the super large ones. But yeah, so all your building materials you need to build flight test planes, you can get at the dollar store. So yeah, honestly, GB, I still wear, even though I've been in Florida for, God, I don't know now how many years, 37 years. Hang on a second. So 38 years. Yeah, I've been in Florida 38 years. I still wear t-shirts in 55-degree weather. Um, I don't fly in 55-degree weather only because the plastic gets brittle. Well, it depends on what I'm flying. But I tend to wait till it's at least 60 because I've had too many plastic parts on airplanes shatter in cold weather. That just the plastic gets brittle. So, yeah, boozer. No, you can't have it back. You sold it to me. It's mine. Mine, 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 mine. All Papa dotted and everything. It's all mine, mine, mine. Oh, so Martin Graff put the Zoom up tonight. So there you go, guys. Everybody grab a hold of that Zoom. Click on it. Let's get the Zoom tonight. Boozer, you're just in time. You can click on the link that David Martin Graff just put up and come join us in the Zoom because that's where we're all headed. I'm going to shut this thing down here so we can all get zooming. And again, I invite all of you. You're all welcome to come. We have a lot of fun in here. Listen, just come and check it out. if you not having a good time, you don't have to stay. But I would advise you just to come check it out because it's a lot of fun. We have a really good time in there. So you're all welcome to come. So come join us. It's more of the same, but you actually get to listen to everybody else talk, not just me. And everybody has pictures. So if somebody wants to show something off, they can put it on camera, just like I'm doing right now, and it's pretty cool. You're grilling a burger. Oh yeah. All right. See you later, EQ. See you guys. All right. So everybody, we're out. We're gonna end this. All you guys join me over in the Zoom, and we'll catch you all later. Thanks for coming tonight, guys. I appreciate it. If you didn't hit the like button, hit it on your way out for me, please. Just reminding you, because I love it when you guys remind me. I always forget that. And all right, we'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Talk to you later.